Hola guys and girls and welcome to a new Keyforge episode, and in this time we are gonna showcase the deck. You see in front of you, the egoistische Titania from the Bibliothek. It is a German deck, it is a Worlds Collide deck, and let's just hop right in. This is actually like after, of course, the news expansion comes out. You buy a bunch of decks, you maybe resell some, you buy some from third parties and stuff like that. But I think now I'm at the point where I'm content with my decks I have from Worlds Collide. I have 4 decks I want to keep, I want to play with them. I will use them for maybe, I don't know if I'll use them for tournaments necessarily. If they're VC locked, sure, then I will choose from these 4. But other than that, I think some other expansion decks I have from there are a bit stronger. And other than that, I'm basically content with my Worlds Collide decks. I'm not gonna buy any more, barring I see like an ultra insane offer. I will probably get some decks through sealed stuff like that, but I am content with the 4 Worlds Collide decks I have currently, and this is the one, all of them. This is the first one I'm gonna show off. egoistische Bibliothek, Shadows, Starlines, and Untamed. And what I like about this deck, especially in the mirror match, like in the expansion mirror match with other Worlds Collide decks, is the ability of board wiping for one, which red alert you can see right here. If your opponent has a lot more creatures only, of course, with you, and the 2 unnatural selections in Untamed you can see right here. I like them both a lot since like Worlds Collide plays a lot via the board, and being able to control that is of course very nice. And yeah, I like the mimicry. The 2 Officer Curbers are very nice, of course. Book of IeQ, don't have to talk about that insane card. Barring you get like the 1/3 chance theoretically, but you can always count your cards and see if it's worth it or not. But the Kirby's are nice because I do have a lot of actions and other stuff cards in this deck. I have 2 Duskrunners I could play with them. I had Subtle Chain, Treasure Map, Trust No One, 2 Marks, a Hawk. Marks are always nice to, like, versus the Dragon matchup. Of course, the Hawk, you always want to have some artifact removal. I have the Song of the Wild, which I could use, and then reap with all my Starlines cards. I have the Mimicry, I have the Grasping Vines. Like I said, a lot of action cards actually. Like, the creature count is not that high in this deck. You can see like there's 4 in Shadows. Starlines is the most heavy one. There we have, let's see, 3, 6, 7 in Starlines, and then in Untamed we have just 5. So for Worlds Collide on the lower side, but it's definitely still pretty high. I mean, I could have just looked here for creatures, right? I think it shows Aember here as well, but I don't remember where. Oh, that is 16 creatures in total, which I think is for Worlds Collide a bit low. But basically you control the board with a lot of cards. You have some good Aember control. Brand Fanatic, of course, is nice. You can destroy them yourself with the unnatural selection, so that's a nice combo. You of course need to have 4 creatures for that to work. But what I like with Brent as well is if you just equip a Duskrunner on him, because then he's very, like, if he stays on board because the opponent doesn't want to kill him, so if Aember doesn't get stolen, he just generates so much value for you if you have a Duskrunner on him, because you reap, you get basically 2 Aember, 1 from your opponent, 1 from reaping naturally. And if you have 2 Duskrunner on him, basically your opponent has to get rid of him, because otherwise you steal 2 next turn, and repeatedly, like, if he's, you know what I mean. Can be pretty annoying. But that's basically the deck. You can see right here, decent SAS score, a pretty good one. 70s, like over 70 is always a good deck. It's always a good deck. But yeah, the SS score is looking good as well. A lot of Aember control. But yeah, let's hop into the game and see how it actually plays. Let's quick join into a game and yeah, get our deck chosen. Egoistische, the egoistische Titania from the Bibliothek. Basically, in English would be the egoistic Titania of the library. But yeah, okay, we have Darkin as an opponent. Let's choose a deck and let's hop right in, start the game. Wish our opponent, of course, a good luck, have fun, and start the game. I want the coin flip, I can start first, and this hand is kind of crappy, kind of poo-poo, if you ask me, so I'm actually gonna mulligan this. And I still have the 2 Song of the Wilds. You don't want them both at your starting hand, you need them when you have a board, but yeah, kind of poopy stuff hand. I will just start with Starlands and play a Comet of Kirby. Of course I can't use the effect right now, but theoretically I could like maybe play Song of the Wild, gain 2 Aember, stuff like that. Oh yeah, I'm sure I want to end my turn. Like, this is not a good hand. Not a good starting hand at all. I don't know, I had these 2 nests first, then I mulligan, I get them again. I don't know if the bot just hates me, like the shuffle bot or something like that. But let's use this time now to look at our opponent's deck. Okay, we have a Kota deck, Call of the Archons one, with some stuff and things. And yeah, once we get many, gets rid of my Kirby, and there we go. That's all we wrote. All she wrote. And yeah, these Untamed, it's just so depressing to see a hand like this. Like this Untamed hand right here, like it's like these are useless. And this is only useful if your opponent has like at least 4 creatures. And I don't want to wait till my opponent has 4 creatures, if you know what I mean. So I'm still just gonna call Style Lines, play another Kirby, play the Quadrocopter actually on the opponent's creature because he is more likely to stay than my Kirby. And then I'm just gonna play one of these, since I can through the Kirby, just to get rid of them and me allowing to draw more cards. Because this starting hand was, that was rough. That is annoying and time you want to see. Now we do have some stuff to work with, so we can see what happens. Like, if you didn't know, fun fact, like Quadrocopter, the effect always works for you. So even if I equip it to opponent, the opponent keys are the ones which get more expensive. So yeah, like that, Kirby is gone again. So that's that's how quick that goes. And yeah, I'm just gonna call Untamed, play the Molothin, get him this back to hand. Yes, I need to of course choose it. Play Song of Wild, discard it, whatever. I want to keep on natural selection because the opponent is developing a board and I don't have a very strong board currently, so it might be useful to keep that. Let's see, what artifacts does our opponent? Do I need my Keep for Hawk for something? Gun of Command, 3 Dominated Bubble, damn, a Lash of Broken Dreams as well. He actually has a lot of artifacts. Okay, we see him play Brobner though. Most likely, in a perfect world, I would try to get, okay, now he can do this, and yeah, he just keeps cleaning my board. And what else does he swaps spaces? Okay. So good thing is, if we don't have any creatures, we can use Trust Around to steal more, but currently only has 1 Aember. So I think I keep playing Star Lines for now. Oh, Yeah, I mean the Simon will leave the board either way soon. I suppose the Star Lines potentially steal more of the Trust No One. Like get him on board, give him a Force Field just to gain the Aember and end our turn. And yeah, very slow start for this deck. Very slow one. Opponent just keeps like he has the big Brobner creatures, he has the Cycling creatures, he's just clearing my board repeatedly. This one, I will at least kill 1 other creature. You see him playing Sanctum though. Okay, this gets back to play. That was about to expected. We see Terms of Redress, which is fine. And we do see Raiding Knight reaping and him reaping and swapping places. That's fine with me. I still want to keep my Unnatural Selection for like a later turn, I feel like. So I think it's time for playing my Shadows cards. Because this, I could destroy 1, I could obviously destroy Protect, which might be worth it, to be fair. Because I have 2 of them in the deck, so it's not like I desperately need to like hold on to this one. Because next turn he could heal the second Garden, which would be annoying, which I don't really want. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. Play the Deeper Druid, of course him having Protective is like, doesn't matter. And then play his action. Choose these 2, of course, for me. And then choose all but Protectix for my opponent. To get rid of him, get my 2 Aember back, and end our turn right there. So we go get a lot of Shadows cards, so I will definitely play Shadows soon. Yeah, he can, like, the good thing is, if he attacks with him, he dies. Raiding Knight is not strong enough. The only thing he would have is the Gengar Chief to get rid of him. We see this though. Does he have something to destroy just straight in this? Oh, now it could be nice if he plays like the Lash of Broken Dreams. That would be awesome to destroy next turn with my Hawk. But doesn't seem he got to play. He just played the Dominator Bubble. There it is. Nice. Okay. Yeah, no, we definitely gonna play Shadows and get rid of that. Pandemonium to capture a little bit. Fine with me. And yeah, Shadows turn. We play the Hawk, get rid of the Lash. We play the Subtle Chain to make him discard a card, which is a Snudge, which is fine. Play the Simon to the right. And then play Trust No One to steal 1 more. And that's where we end this turn for now. And there's the Brand. And this one is not as useful. I guess it might be useful. Just use Simon to fight with something, put it back on the deck, and then gain the thing through Treasure Map, which might be useful because his Ember control is not too strong, I feel like, in this deck. Just looking at the things, I got rid of the Lash of Broken Dreams. And let's see, there's another Raiding Knight, which like only captures 1, so not that impressive. He's a Sanctum Guardian, which makes sense. He wants to get rid of the Kukra. Makes sense he wants to do that. Of course, we will trade. Will he do that? Yeah, he does. Yep, he does. And now he kills Simon, I'm gonna assume? Question mark? Oh no, he repped. He repped. And now he gets rid of all the creatures. Okay. So now he's in check with 6. I can't get rid of that. Sadly. But. Can't get rid of that. I think actually I just want to play Shadows and get the 4 Aember through the treasure map. And end my turn there. Could discard the... I can only discard them now, which is not that useful. So next turn I can like these creatures will not stay on board for long, sadly. I could play them and see what happens. He can forge, yeah, of course. Like he got rid of this this Radiant Shatter Quadricopter on him. But we get a Q as well, and theoretically we should be 1 Aember ahead since, or at least more Aember. Like since he can only reap once, and like that's +1 Aember, and then maybe he has extra Aember in hand. But we are still 3 Aember ahead then, if he doesn't play anything, that is. I guess, I mean, if he counts this, he can of course dominate a battle with the Chieftain and boom, bam, bang. This is no card, sadly. So yeah, opponent has all 3 houses. He has the Blaster, he has the Bubble, and the Chieftain. So, okay, never mind, there he goes. Gets discarded either way. So then we see Dust Imp. And what else? Reach the Terror. And that's the turn? Usually reaping is the last thing you do. Don't ever reap him, yeah, okay. Makes sense. I'm gonna forge my blue one first. And I'm actually just gonna play my Untamed cards. Because I want to wait to play him when I have actually a creature which can use it. I think the only thing... Who cares? Just do it like this. Like the Medic Ingram, for example. So yeah, that's the thing. I can play with this guy first, and then I can actually get to ward 2 creatures, which is always nice. Can play the Explorer as well. Can play the book from IeQ, because having that is awesome. And I already have a lot of Stadions cards in my discard. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, that's more than a third, so I count it as a lot. 6, and then we have 4 in hand, so there's only 2 more in these 11 decks are Starlines, so it's very unlikely that we will actually get that. So now, and yeah, you can't kill him, so he just reaps, which makes sense. Does he have something to get rid of the... He has the Aember the Hooch. Aember the Hooch. With 7 Aember on him right now, and he does have another punch, so yeah, he will be able to forge now. Sadly, we see a Fire Spitter as well. Fire Spitter is of course annoying, for instance, for the warding shenanigans and stuff like that. But seems I will have to still play my Starlines. Ward these 2. And then play the Explorer. Like, it doesn't matter to equip something with it. Then end our turn. And go from there. We do have the Red Alert though, which can get very nice for us, since he's stacking the board. Place problem again makes sense, although I have a lot of creatures on board already. First the Fire Spitter, to get rid of everything, barring our warded creatures. And now with Red Alert I can do 5 damage to everything. At least. Reaps with Hooch. Reaps with him as well. Does he reap everything? Does reap everything, okay. Does he not want to get rid of them, or does he have like something to fight again? Relentless Awareness Assault doesn't make them ready. I don't know actually. I would of course love to still have these creatures. I do then only 3 creatures, 3 damage to everything, but this means this dies, this dies. Never mind, I do more damage because now something dies. Question is which one? The Morpheus makes sense, but now this dies as well. And I can zap. Okay, War Drummers. Okay, that of course makes a lot of sense. But now still a lot of dice with Red Alert. And I can still play other things with the Book of IeQ if I get a Shadows cards, which sadly, looking at it, I mean I do have 3 Shadows cards, so, but more Untamed. But it could still happen. But I mean IeQ will not survive, he has 2 Gengar Chieftains, so he will use them to kill these. Yep, there it is. Then he can reap one more time with this other Gengar Chieftain. But yeah, these will all die, like that, Red Alert. There's now 5 damage to everything. And I think he had another creature. Actually not sure. Fire Spitter might survive. No, there it is. Here's the Hooch. Hooch, Hooch. So yeah, we play Starlines. Play Red Alert to kill everything. Play Zap for the Aember. And then we hope we get Shadows. Chain-Gang! Yes, we do have Shadows. That's awesome. That means we can play you, and which gets to steal one of them as well. We can play the Brand. We can equip this to the Brand. And we can mark our own Hugger-Mugger to get the Aember for ourselves and end our turn. Okay, that was... Again, it was 3 to 4, so it was still lucky, since of course the higher chance was to not get that. But still awesome for us. We do have the what's called the natural selection plus the Brand, so we can potentially steal another 3. What action does he have here? Actually, oh, Cut of Subordination. Okay, he got that on him. That of course annoying. Now we can use him to reap and steal. Okay, yeah, that's pretty strong. That is indeed pretty strong. I can't get him back for myself, sadly. So, how do we deal with these shenanigans? How do we deal with these shenanigans? Probably just calling Shadows again. Because, oh, let me look at the actions again. I could get Punch. I could get Once It's Many, Mind Barb, Pandemonium, Coward's End, Terms of Redress. Yeah, nothing too fancy. The Punch is probably the most useful I could get with Mimicry, but I could get with Brand to just steal one for me or something like that. Not something I fancy too much. So we just play the upgrade on the Hugger-Mugger, play a Chain-Gang as well, and then reap a few to steal one, so he can Forge. But yeah, it is pretty rough that he got the Brand. Pretty rough for sure. Do get the Trust No One in the mug, which can help. But that was a pretty rough color of Subordination. Not gonna lie. Especially like Brand itself, getting Brand itself was already annoying, but since I gave him the Dusk Runner, now like I just was talking about it in the like deck talk section of the video, and now it backfires that actually like I thought, oh, it's a great combo. The opponent doesn't want to get rid of it, but he has to at some point. But yeah, of course with Color of Subordination, you can kind of avoid that and get a pretty good creature for yourself. Because now I don't want to get rid of it, but sometimes I have to, because with the Dominator Bubbles, he can just use it over and over. As long as he calls this. And he is at his third key, so I was looking very confident since I had a lot of Aember, and I had the Brand on board with the Untamed Deck to get rid of him, but this Card of Subordination might win him the game. Because now I don't think if he reaps, like, he just calls this, he gets 3 Aember, he has at 8 Aember, and then with my board I can steal a lot. I can steal 2, 3 with that, and then do this as well. But yeah, it's looking pretty rough. I am definitely in catch-up mode. I was before as well, but there I was looking pretty, like, I was hoping for something better at this, but yeah, I'm just rambling at this point because my opponent takes a sweet while to take his turns. Okay, he stuns my Shadows board. That's annoying. Let's see how much Aember he can generate. I can still steal 1 by playing the thing, Shenanigans. Now he can kill the Chain-Gang. He does kill the Chain-Gang. Can he generate another Aember? That's my question right now. Then he heals him, makes sense. So no. So now I've forged my key, and now I have to see. I mean, I could get something which gives me Aember as well. I could play Terms of Redress or something like that. But that's not all that useful. So I think I just call Shadows. I will remove this. Then I will steal 1. And then I will get 1 Aember from the Brunette and do 2 damage doing that. And then end my turn for now. Okay, this could be fun. If I get to play him, I catch another Shadows card. Like and then I get to play Song of Spring or something, but most likely I will have to use the Mimicry on like Terms of Address or something to be able to, yeah, get rid of him. But I could still play Kirby and then play the Mimicry, and then hope for the best, basically, yeah, do shenanigans. But he gets now a decent amount of Aember. A lot, actually. And I don't know if I'm able to get rid of all of it. Because of Shadows, I can only get rid of 1. And I think I need a good Book of IQ to do something here. Why did he not use Brand? Oh, Brand stunned, that's why. Of course, he stunned his own Brand. Control the weak. Oh, what do I have to play? I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, Shadows would actually be annoying. But I doubt he will call Shadows, because Shadows actually can steal stuff. With Shadows, he would lock me out. I couldn't win then. Untamed. Yeah, I do have the Mimicry. Which, looking at it, doesn't look like it's enough, though. The best thing he has for Aember control in his capture thing, action-wise, was the turn. Oh, Pandemonium? No, not enough. I mean, I play one creature. That's not enough. That is not enough. Terms of Address. Am I overlooking something? Control the weak, Blinding Light. These are the creatures. Yeah, I think that's GG. I can still generate a lot of Aember, which I will do. I call it Tamed, of course, I have to. Play this. Discard this because I don't want to kill my own Hugger Mugger. Play the energy selection. Keep him. And destroy for him the Brunette. Oh wait, no, the Brunette I need to choose these three, yeah. So I can kill the Brunette. Then I can play the Bramblelings. And then I can play the Mimicry, and yeah, don't get enough sadly. Pandemonium would only capture 1, so in terms of, I have to go for Terms of Address, make him capture 2, and then it's still GG. I would have 7 Aember, but yeah, the color of subordination sadly won in the game, so yeah, still, let's go for another game. Because I definitely don't want to, yeah, show off a loss, that always sucks. But I guess the first one we had to show on this in this revamped Keyforge series. But yeah, like I said, I think like I was very likely to win. Let's say it like that. If he didn't have this Colors of Nation, obviously he didn't play it yet. It was pretty late in the game. He might have saved it for a long time. He might not have drawn it just there. So I'm not gonna complain. Pretty good turn for him. Good luck, fun, mister. Actually, don't know if I didn't want to Falling Flip. I didn't look at this, but that's okay. The bonus deck. We do see another Worlds Collide deck. We do see double Kirby film as well, and Discom Lighter and Hidden Vellum. I still want to hide a Vellum deck, and we are second. And with this, I actually want to keep this. Pretty good Starline start. So, and he chooses Starline as well. Plays Pizza Court, which is fine with me. First one who fights loses Aember. Bring him to the left, protect this guy, and then play this on you. Hit alert, we want to keep, and then end our turn. And boom, bang, boom. Yeah, this is a weird card. I don't know if I like it or if I not like it. Can he get rid of it himself? Does he have Aember? Does he have artifact control? He does not. Which is funny. Data Forge, okay. And Discount, I can't steal him. Okay. I can't steal stuff. So basically what this is will be who can reap more than the opponent. Who can reap and get more Aember than the opponent. So I'm gonna play Star Alliance. I'm gonna play the artifact. Don't discard the Red Alert. I think I want to discard the Red Alert. Just to draw more cards. Yeah. And then reap a few. Protect yourself. Doesn't matter. Ingram first. And yeah, yourself as well. Doesn't matter. Reap a lot. fun fact, we can actually send it back to his hand and then fight, but it would be with Untamed, so it's not that. Actually, don't know if playing Nab with these God is that great. Because then he can't, yeah, now he can't, like these can't reap, he can't fight. He's just a sitting duck. Fire Breath, fine with me as well. Now I actually don't want to get rid of it, obviously. For obvious reasons. I just keep playing Star Lines. To the right. Remove you. Reap with you. See what we catch here. We do get Chain Gang, so we can play Shadows. So we can get a Dusk Runner on our Frame as well. On our Frame, on our Medic Ingram. And play the Mark to do 2 damage to the Hapses. And end our turn. So yeah, if he wants to fight, he's losing 4 Aember. So this piece of card is definitely backfiring. Like it's a pretty weird card. Like obviously it's like you decide when to play it. You're kind of in control. Oh, the Frame is getting better. The Frame would be very annoying. Galactic Senses. What does he do? Plays another Galactic Senses is something else, right? Oh yeah, this is the gain Aember thing. I'm gonna forge my blue key. And yeah, I have no Aember, so I'm fine with just getting rid of this. So I'm still playing Starlines. And then plays as an upgrade on my boy here. Fight with you versus Frame. It's fine, I don't lose any Aember since I don't have any. I should have gotten rid of him because now I can steal. So that was a mistake on my part. But still, I can reap with you. And then Medic Ingrams first, do this. Yeah, I guess, doesn't matter. Force field, and I can't steal with him, so it doesn't matter. Then I reap with you as well. And then we get the Book of IeQ saying we got Treasure Map. So we get to play Shadows, so I can play Chain Gang. That's all. Then the end our turn. I would love to get a Kirby. I would love to get a Kirby right now. Because if we get a Kirby, I can play the Song of the Wild and reap with all of these. Triple the mission to do what? Get rid of some protection, I think. So how many Starlines cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in a 20 card point deck. Now I can get rid of him, yeah. But then it's changing his protected, so I don't mind that too much. Oh, he moves quicker. Okay, so he's not protected anymore. Okay, that makes sense as well. That definitely makes sense as well. And he gets rid of Ingram. Okay. Everything makes sense. Everything makes sense. I'm still gonna play Starlines. And fight with you versus the Bibliophile. Can reap with you. And then see what the book says. Book says Devo Druid, so we get to play Untamed. So we get to play Untamed. That's great, because then I can play the Bramble Links, which actually enters to play ready since I read this turn. I can play 2 Song of the Wilds, reap with him again, get 3 more, a lot of Aember. Like 3 Aember since I gain 2 Song of the Wild, and I can play the Grasping Vines as well to make him get rid of that. And the Book of IeQ, obviously I want to keep. And yeah, that's the power of the Book of IeQ. It's an insane card. If your opponent doesn't have artifact control, obviously. He chose Brobnar. Pogo hits the field. Barn raising. So I lose Aember every time a creature dies. Everything it fights. Yeah. Gets Gengar Chieftain as well. So okay, he's in board cleaning duty. Board cleaning duty. Now I can fight the Chain Gang, I think. No, he can't because he has this guy has taunt, so he has to fight Quicker or the Bramble Links, which would make me keep my So we see that. Get rid of 2 Aember, sadly. But. Okay, I still have now. I have 4 cards in deck, so it's still very unlikely. It's like a 25% chance, but I don't. I can play Shadows now. I don't need to play. Like it's not that strong to play this because I can. Okay. Equip you on you because I can steal with him either way. I can just use the action ability. Steal 1, and then just play Treasure Map for the Aember, and then end our turn. Okay, we draw another Starlight's card, which is good. Okay, costs 2 more now. We do have the Zap, which is awesome, because we can do 1, 2, 3 damage. Okay, it's not that awesome. But 3 damage. 3 damage is 3 damage. We can get rid of the Garcia with that, or something similar. Now in 13 cards I only have 3 quadricopters, so it's even less than 25%. I can rearrange my battle line, which is decent. Definitely is decent. But I'm definitely gonna play Starline next turn. Because I can play the Kirby, I can steal, and then I can play Archer Selection as well, which gets rid of a lot. Why does it get... Oh, because of Kirby, I can play the Exploiter. So, I'm gonna play Starlines. First, obviously, I'm gonna reap a few to steal another thing. Then I'm gonna play the Kirby to the right, which allows me to play the Unnatural Selection. Unnatural Selection. So I can do 3 damage next turn. So for me, I want these 3 to survive. Simon, sadly, you have to go. I'm sorry. So, you can survive, Wars can survive, Moon can survive, and Garcia as well, since I just can get rid of her with the... No, I can only do 2 damage then. So actually, Wars can survive. I can do 2 damage, with which I can get rid of nothing. So let's leave him, we can get Chieftain as well. Done. Deal 2 damage to the walls. Is that it? Can I do more? No, I don't. I can only do 2 damage, right? I could have done 3 damage. Yeah, I misclicked there. Oh, I didn't think properly. Then I'm fine using this, and we do have Max, so we can play Shadows, so we can steal another one of you. Boom. And end our turn. And we have 13 Aember. So yeah, that was a pretty great, pretty awesome, what you call Unnatural Selection. And we do definitely, like, we have the Aember advantage. Like, having the Book of IeQ is, for one, it's an insane card either way, already. And if you have it that early in the game as IeQ, you see how strong it is. You just saw how much it did. Okay, Personal Bolt gets rid of my creatures. Of course annoying, but since I'm that much in the lead, I'm actually not that worried. I'm actually not that worried at all. He gets out of the Archons, so he's now 5 power and 2 armor. I do get the Frank's Blaster on what? Okay, didn't matter. I mean, you should could have played it on Kirby or something like that. So, I don't know what that was about. I'm just gonna play my untrained creatures to have a board, and if he wants to steal, he has a problem. Just doesn't matter what I hear, boom boom, end our turn. And I'm check again, and it only costs 5 currently as well, since I have the Imprinted Murmur on field. Okay, don't know what he has with... What does he have? He already played with 1 Barn Raising, what else will he have? Berserker Slam gets rid of 1. Power Fire, yeah, he could have Power Fire. And he did play Power Fire, there we go. But now I'm still check. I have the Murmur. GG. GG! Okay, that was definitely a showing off of this deck. Basically, not really the deck, but mainly just how good Book of IeQ is. Book of IeQ is just an insane card. Like you can see, I could always... Crucible makes it a bit more easy, since I just have to click here to see which card are left. But other than that, you always have to count your discard and your hand cards and the cards on the field, and you could get to the same conclusion. It just makes it a little bit easier. But you saw that it's not like theoretically you always think it's like, okay, it's 66% chance, but and like just a third chance, basically a third to get a what you call it, Starlines card. But as you can see, you can always balance out your your chances and find out when to do it and when to not. When it's not worth it. But yeah, insane card. I love it. Sadly, there's a lot of artifact control running around now in Worlds Collide. But that's where I'm gonna end the video. If you did like it, of course, leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. Hit me on Twitter and Facebook. All the links are in the description. And yeah, I will see you another time. Ciao.